And just being a little bit more vocal. Not really my first thing to do, but I will sacrifice that for us to get some wins, especially while we can get them right now.
Kelsey, how do you think the rest of the team can use it as a chance to be together?
Oh man, I think it's a perfect opportunity actually. I also think that we got a lot of seasoned vets on our team, so I don't think there should be drop off in certain areas to even have that conversation. So the mindset is that to use it as fuel. Obviously take the preparation we need, but I think our veteran leadership that we have championship winners on our team already. And so hopefully the idea is that to keep that focus no matter who's playing or not.
Kelsey, you dealt with a lot at a certain stage of your career, injuries, things like that. I guess how do you try to help Caitlin through this? First time she's ever missed a game in college or the pros.
Oh man, I think for us it's support system. That shouldn't change. I think Caitlin knows that she has the ears and the eyes of the locker room, and the support that she has behind whether it's us or anybody else. I would like to think that she knows it's there, and to really take her time and make sure that she's well enough to be who she needs to be for us, because I want the 100% Caitlin, so I'll take it.
Sid, in Caitlin's absence, how do you envision your role changing, and I guess how do you embrace the challenge of that?
I don't know. I'm just the kind of person, I'll just stay ready, so I don't have to get ready. If my name is called, I'll be ready. If it's not, I'll be ready to support and be vocal. That's what I do. That's who I am.
Something going on with her leg, and they were getting an MRI, and then we got the word yesterday.
Was it after the Liberty game on Saturday?
Is that her last game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Steph, you had a chance to try out a lot of rotations during the preseason. Do you feel like this group is equipped to make a change like this that will get you through these next couple of weeks?
I think so. I think that's the advantage of our depth, right? And we, Sophie had injury early as well. I think it's the advantage of us, the depth that we added in the offseason, that we're equipped. Certainly we'd rather have it early than late. It's a great opportunity for our team to find an identity. It's a great opportunity for our team to play in a different way. And I also think it's a great opportunity for Caitlin to watch the game from the sideline and to grow in almost like a coaching kind of mindset and see some different things that we might be talking about on film, addressing in practice, to see it develop in live action.
You see that from her on the day-to-day? There's a lot of conversations in between.
Yeah.
You get a chance to get that input back and forth from her on the daily?
Yeah, for sure. And as players, you sort of see it in a micro viewpoint, and when you're on the sideline and you're watching it as a whole, you get to see it a different way from a macro viewpoint. So I think it's going to give her a unique perspective, and she's going to come back better, and it's going to help us be better.
Is this a re-aggravation of the left leg injury that she kind of had in the preseason, or is this different?
No, this is a different injury.
Every player you have matters to your identity to some extent, but someone who has the ball so much is very central to it. How much do you feel like you change the way you play, if at all, now that you won't have her for a few weeks?
I don't think we change how we play. I think we change what the emphasis is, right? Our off-ball actions as opposed to some of our on-ball actions. When we get to our on-ball actions, utilizing our personnel in a different way. You might not see as much of AB getting the ball on a dive and a pick and roll as you would in some of the other off-ball screening actions that get her to that point, or where our shots come from. A lot of times with C and the ball in her hands, our shots are coming above the break. Right now, we might get the ball moving in-line to in-line when we're moving it side to side. So I don't think it changes how we play. I think it just changes the emphasis on the actions that we get to.
Kelsey's experience as a lead guard here, Sophie's been handling a lot for you. Do you have a sense of how your starting lineup might look or change?
Not yet. We wanted to use today to kind of evaluate that. I mean, certainly Sid's opportunity to come in and make an impact. We've seen that from her throughout the course of her career. I do like the fact that we have her, we have Kelsey, and we have Sophie that can all handle the ball and get us into offense.
She's a player that misses time like every other player, but has not missed time in college and pros. How do you help that side of her that's going to be competitive like crazy to just get back out there?
Yeah, there's so many things when you think about Caitlin and her not wanting to miss games. Obviously, she's a competitor and wants to play. Obviously, everyone wants to watch her play. But for me, it's maintaining perspective, right? It's making sure that we address this in a way that doesn't affect long term, that we take care of it. Don't over push, don't overexert, making sure that we take the long game approach to this, so that we're not having lingering issues throughout the course of the season. And I'm glad that sometimes great players don't tell you when they're hurting. I'm glad that she did, because we need to nip this in the bud.
Do you know what grade of strain it is?
I have no idea.
How do you protect the player from themselves? I know you touched on it a little bit, but she's someone who, again, probably is never going to want to be in that position to watch the game. So how do you kind of see if she can embrace that more, if that makes sense?
Well, I I think every great player struggles with this, right? Well, probably every player in general. But, I don't know that we're going to help her see it in a different way. She's going to be frustrated. I think we just have to help her use this as an opportunity to grow. It is great to grow when you're on the floor, but you also see the game at different levels when you're not on the floor. You see it at one level or two levels when you're on the floor, and it's you often equip it to sort of being in a coach's mindset, being in a coach's viewpoint, listening to us in our conversations, whether it's in practice or on the sideline, talking about like what our emphasis is, what we're looking for, and you see it from a different perspective. So I think we just challenge her to use that as an opportunity for growth. It gives our team an opportunity to grow and learn how to play without her on the floor, so that when she gets back, we're going to be that much better.
Have you decided if she'll travel during this time?
That will be a medical decision. I'll leave that up to our medical staff.